Hey YouTube, how's everyone doing today? I just got called for a little trip on the road, so I thought I'd try this and see if I could do a little chat while I'm moving. I know I've seen other channels that do talking while they're driving, and it seems to work pretty well. I'll have to see how this sound works. I can hear the road noise. I don't know if it's overwhelming to you. Oh, it's beautiful out here. I'm down where I love in South Texas. Just went through the little town of Blessing. They call it the Blessing Cutoff. Heading to Corpus Christi. A little place called Harbor Island down there. Martin Fuel Docks. Anyway, the point of my little video today is I just went driving to Louisiana the day before yesterday. And just now, as I'm driving down here in South Texas, these towers are everywhere. They are putting these towers up everywhere. You just wouldn't believe. Wherever they can find it, behind a store, next to a hotel, over the school, out in the middle of a cornfield. And I don't think these towers are even on. I don't know where they get the unlimited funds to buy the land, to put these things up, to pay the army of people, to expedite the materials and bring them from wherever they come to custom locations. So it's all got to be hot-shotted on special trucking and routes. And I mean, the jobs involved with these towers being erected and being calibrated and maintained is just massive. The largest project in the history of the world. It really doesn't take a lot of snap to figure that out. And of course, the fact that they're keeping it a secret should kind of raise red flags. And you notice they don't put a sign or a name on these towers. No company is claiming these towers. And if you've seen my past videos on towers, when I talked to installers, first thing out of his mouth was, my boss said we're not supposed to talk to people like you. They don't want any questions asked. They don't want to be asked how these things work. They don't want to demonstrate the safety of them. They don't want anybody showing with a meter, what are the levels of radiation that are emitted from these towers. These are all just unknowns. And so when I talk to people like the young men that I drive around here in my crew van, most of them seem to think, hey, yeah, they might not be safe, but that's the price of progress, and we want them to have technology, so we'll just deal with it. And I just couldn't disagree more. Quality of life is more important than anything. You'll find that out as you get older and with experience. You'll learn to appreciate the land and the livestock and all the things in nature that God provides us, and realize those things are priceless and valuable. The things that we chase after, like our houses that fall apart and our cars that turn to rust, and nothing that mankind does lasts. And so a perfect world is a world where safety comes first, and thinking about others and the future of our children and grandchildren and the legacies that we leave behind. And I mean, who voted on this, putting 900 million towers everywhere you go? I just can't believe how ugly these towers are. I see towers already rusting and rotten, falling apart that are less than 2 years old. So they haven't built these things to last. I don't know how they work. I don't know what kind of technology they have, but I suspect that they're not on, because I don't feel any headaches or eye pain or brain fog like I was. But I'm sure if you're around new ones, when they turn them on and fire them up, that's when I think you feel the effects. And so the point of this video is, do you guys realize right now, as the case numbers are supposedly dropping and they're reopening society up, which is wonderful news. I'm very happy about it, but I'm also very skeptical and not convinced that the coast is clear at all. Not at all. I think this is the calm before their next phase. And they love that so many people are wearing that mask around even when they're not required to. I think they're real happy with that, whoever it is that builds these towers. This is all connected. And when these towers are all installed, if that ever happens, they may never stop installing them. Then they can turn these things on and off at will, and they can generate the cases that they need to generate, the sickness that they need to justify whatever actions they feel like they want to do. And you can bet it's to take away our freedom and to take away our money. It's not that hard to figure out. And so that's what's going on here, guys. Towers everywhere. Nobody sees them. Everybody believes in this fairy tale of this, television sickness that, if you'll notice, it's the countries that have all the televisions where everybody has this television sickness. People like me that don't watch television, I just, I have nothing to do with it. It means nothing to me. I don't want to say that C word. I suspect that it's very evil and part of some sort of spell or chant. I don't want any part of. The people that run television, Hollywood, look into it, Hollyweird, they're very evil people, and they're not Christians. They worship Lucifer, the great horned one. And whether you believe he's real or not, he is. And he's what's called the prince of the power of the air. And that's what he's putting out here with all these towers. That's how he's going to propagate his powers in the airwaves to all human beings. And people like me that don't watch televisions, he's going to try to aim that tower at me, I feel like. I've been looking into these windmill or wind turbines, as they're properly referred to, and they've got a lot of issues with them too. A lot of this green energy stuff, I think, needs to be looked at a second time over after this cold snap and freeze that we have. I think it really brings home that you don't reinvent the wheel overnight, if ever. Well, guys, that's my little talk for today. I just wanted to try it out. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoy my channel, and I hope you bring some benefit to yourself and your household out of it. I will continue to pursue the subjects that I'm on. I'll get off track every once in a while and do a spontaneous video, whatever, just kind of off the cuff. But I'm going to continue to pursue this like I have. And I'm not here about the money, and I'm not here to impress anybody in particular. I think somebody's watching, and that's who I'm trying to impress. And if I just can reach one person, then that's very well worth the effort. I'm going to let you guys go. See you next video. God bless everyone.